You hear all the hype that was coming out of Jackson, and we're just this little small school in Montgomery. We don't know how to coach in black college, and as I told the players, once they get back to Jackson, let them take a good bath and soak in some Epsom salt and send me my shoe back.
So Coach Eley, he isn't playing any games out here when it comes to smack talk, but who are those comments directed to? Well, it turns out it was not a shot at Deion Sanders, but it was a response to a Jackson State fan.
Well, normally I don't even have a statement one way or the other. We have our, as we call it, Hornet Walk, as we walk from our pregame meal back over to the stadium. And we had a couple of JSU fans heckling us. And, the person just was, you guys in HBCU can't coach. They can't do this. They can't do that. You guys don't know how to do that. So that wasn't intended for Coach Sanders. That was intended for that fan to go take our shoe out his rear end, because it was, sometimes, fans can get too involved. So Coach Sanders hadn't did anything but show class as he has dealt with me in my program. So that wasn't intended for him. As I told the players, we're not going to get in a war of words with people, but I still got these 18, 19-year-olds that I'm walking to a locker room. And to be honest, we were men before I was a coach. I was a man before I was a doctor, and I'm still going to be a man even after all those things. So I just don't take a lot of bull. So I wanted to let that person know the fact is for them to go back to Jackson. And maybe I should, and I didn't know their names, so I should have been a little bit more clear and detailed with what I was saying, but it had nothing to do with our game. I thought Coach Sanders and his staff has shown nothing but class on the arrival and on the departure. So if that clears up anything.
So there's respect on both sides of the ball, right? All the schools respect one another as fellow SWAC members, but there is a little of, all right now, I see you, and there's a little bit of, I know you see me.
It's been distasteful stuff done both ways. When you look at guys throwing the ball at the end of the game, it may be your philosophy, but you still got to understand that when you do things that's not customarily done when you're up by 40 points, is that the class that goes into that goes down to the young men. Whenever you're up, we can't think about what we do. We got to think about those young men that's in those helmets. What are we teaching them as we move them forward? And that's have always been something that has been customary and traditionally done, by all the old coaches I've been around, is that you still have to think about the young men that's on the field that may not be up at that particular time. What are we teaching them? And, so all the other stuff that goes with it, I'm only responsible for the 60 minutes during the game and the 70 guys in the helmet.
Just because my association with it, it's the Super Bowl. I believe the coach got doused with water for beating us in a regular season game, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what do you call that? What do you call that? I think that's a celebration because you beat Jackson State.
And the winner of all this, the fans, the media. We love this stuff, man. Keep it between the lines, keep it respectful, but make sure you, a little jab, a little last word in there as well. It's good times. It's a big win for the SWAC.